They make the wings for Airbuses here, and he could do with a lift. Labour's poll ratings are not where they should be, and Ed Miliband's could hardly be worse. I began by showing him the verdict on the Labour leader from some random voters.
Not very clear. Right.
It's a bit boring, isn't it?
Is that an MP?
Labour?
Ayon.
Is it Labour? Right, that's about it.
It's going to be a great Prime Minister.
So you had a couple of fans there.
Well, I liked him.
You like the last fellow? A couple of fans, but you're not really cutting through with those people, are you?
Look, I think what you hear from that is lots of people are very sceptical about whether any politician can deliver.
Isn't one of the big issues, though, that you're a drag on your party? You consistently score below the popularity of your policies, below the popularity of the party. Look at some of these figures. Only 1 in 4 think you're up to the job of being Prime Minister. Well, not going very well for you.
Well, obviously I don't see it that way, but as I say, we'll see how people vote in a few days' time and in a year's time at the general election. I think that the task of an opposition leader, when you've left office, is to be candid about those mistakes. Let's take immigration. We not only underestimated the number of people coming in, which people know about, but too often we dismiss people's concerns.
You can't really control immigration as long as Britain is inside the EU, because we know that the vast bulk of immigration now is coming from inside the EU. And you're not even prepared to give the British people a chance to vote on whether we stay in or we leave.
I want to tell people what my priority is if I become the Prime Minister of this country. And that is to tackle the cost of living crisis, to improve the NHS, not for us to spend our time debating whether we exit the European Union in the first 2 years of the next Parliament. I don't think that's a priority for the country.
One man who does know about winning elections for Labour is Tony Blair. He won 3 of them. Are you getting advice from him?
I see Tony Blair from time to time, definitely.
When was the last time you saw him?
Probably a few months back, but we talk, and I think he gives good advice.
About how to win an election?
Well, I've changed the Labour Party since Tony Blair was the leader. I've done things differently. I've moved on from New Labour, but you could always get advice from past leaders of the Labour Party, and Tony Blair's one of them.
He has a week to convince voters like these to back Labour, and a year to see if the idea of a Prime Minister Miliband can get off the ground.